Welcome to my channel. Please enjoy the video. Fitness and beauty expert Kathy Corianna White was found dead in her Manhattan apartment on September the 2nd. White, a Howard University graduate, contributed to various online publications and was the CEO of her own public relations firm, White Label PR. The reported cause of death was an aneurysm. The LA beauty battled the blog several years ago after the Hollywood street king reported that she was in fact the mistress of Jay-Z. The rumors sparked after she and model Claudia Jordan were allegedly spotted at a club in Las Vegas, sitting at a VIP table with Jay-Z and Puffy. A young woman who was rumored to be tied to Jay-Z has died at only the age of 28 years old. Friends of White confirmed reports that White died from an aneurysm. However, her death has stirred up some very unwanted attention from Jay-Z. See, Kathy White made claims that Jay-Z and herself had a hidden love child and that this child was tucked away somewhere in Trinidad or Tobago. And she possibly soon was going to bring this information to the forefront. Now guys, I want you to pay attention because this happened 10 years ago. And how old is Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter, Blue Ivy? Don't believe me? Just watch me break down the facts. As of today, as of March 15, 2021, Blue Ivy is exactly 9 years old. And in March of 2022, she would turn 10 years old. I would like to add a quick disclaimer on this video. Everything here is alleged. Now quickly, let's get into this tea and let's spill it all. Because remember guys, I made a video about Jay-Z contacting the FBI saying that someone was trying to get into his email account. I think it's a lot more going on behind the scenes dealing with that. Now, a very personal source, a best friend of Kathy White, came out and made an announcement and made some strong allegations against Jay-Z. Jay-Z allegedly wanted Kathy White out of the picture. And shortly after he said that, the friend said Kathy White ended up dead. The friend said she always stayed quiet about the death of her friend, but has become more convinced that over the years that Jay-Z just may have had her friend killed. She stated, "It seemed too convenient that he wanted her out of the picture, and shortly after he said that, that's when Kathy died." HSK Exclusive was the first to reveal that the 28-year-old Kathy White was in fact Jay-Z's mistress. Don't believe Sweet TTV? Just ask Claudia Jordan. The source. When I got the news that Claudia had suddenly just passed away, I quickly began my investigation, and guess what? Kathy did not die from a brain aneurysm as reported widely around the internet. According to an NYPD detective who told me, Kathy's cause of death is uncertain, and later today we will have the autopsy and toxicology report. And as of right now, her death is considered suspicious. The source. Kathy White died exactly 1 year to the day from when I broke the story about her and Jay-Z's affair. Here is exactly what the NYPD told me. A 911 call came from an apartment on 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. The ambulance came and took Kathy because she was sick. They took her to Bethel Israel Hospital, and that's where she expired. It was way too early to be speculating that that was an aneurysm that killed her. They will be doing an autopsy later today to check out her cause of death. Someone just may have given Kathy bad drug. They will go ahead and do a toxicology report, and we'll have to wait 2 weeks for that to come in. But wait, there's more. 2 weeks prior to her death, Kathy was contacted by a major tabloid that was investigating the Jay-Z connection. She gave them very little information to go on, but according to one of our sources, following the conversation with the tabloid, she called Jay and told him she was going public with the affair for a price. And this all happened in the last 2 weeks before she died. Then a little more than 48 hours after the announcement that Beyonce was pregnant with Jay-Z's baby, this young lady suddenly dies under suspicious circumstances. Was Kathy trying to extort Jay-Z? I don't know. But if Jay-Z and Kathy in fact had a phone conversation, the cops will be talking to him. Know why? Because Kathy's death is going to be investigated. And here's what a close friend of Jay-Z stated. "Are you kidding me? Jay had nothing to do with her death. He wouldn't throw his life away. If Kathy was going to expose Jay, no one would even believe her. Jay got too much to lose, the baby coming and all. Take Jay's name out of your conspiracy theories." The source stated that there are several deaths associated with both Jay-Z and Beyonce. There was a bodyguard who recently was killed and died. The media control in this country is amazing. Word on the street is that Beyonce is not as innocent as you guys would like to think that she is. I really don't know how true the story is, but I will say that I know for a fact that more than 70% of the story is true. There is more to the story that is not being told, said the source, and not Sweetie TV. If you have ever wondered anything about Beyonce, well, here's your chance to find out all the dirt. So there's a singer named Rita Ora. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and them have threesomes. Beyonce and Rita have a very close relationship, if you know what I mean. Beyonce likes to get it in with Rita without Jay-Z, and this causes strains in their relationship. Think about it, said the source. Why else would Beyonce, who is very insecure when it comes to other female acts, have Rita Ora, a pretty young thing around her husband 24/7? Beyonce didn't like Rihanna, especially since Jay-Z had an affair with her, and that's why they rarely photoed together, even though Beyonce and Jay-Z consider her a little sister. This source also stated that Beyonce was never pregnant. This source even said that they know that this is a tired old rumor, and they're saying that it's really not, in fact, a rumor. It's true. This source swears by the statement that Beyonce had a surrogate, which means that her eggs and Jay-Z's sperm were used, but Beyonce never carried the baby, stating that that is why the timing was so off and that the whole pregnancy was rushed. The source stated that she announced her pregnancy in August and already gave birth in January. The source is stating that Beyonce never wanted to carry a baby because she didn't want to lose her figure, and that Beyonce's surrogate is actually an unknown Latina female. The source states that Jay-Z's fingers are all over Kathy White's death. He wanted to make Beyonce happy, and she's happy now. Jay-Z and Beyonce don't even sleep in the same room. They're trying to play up a huge front like they are a picture-perfect happy couple. They really can't stand each other behind closed doors. And that right there is a power struggle. Beyonce wants control, but Jay-Z needs it. Beyonce is not as dumb as you think. It's a front. She is not a good speaker, but she is far from stupid. Blue Ivy, Beyonce's daughter, she rarely takes care of her, and she has several nannies, and all they do is all the hard work, and she is not her mother maternally. All she wants to do is sing and dance. She doesn't have a bond with Blue Ivy, said the source, and not Sweetie TV. Jay-Z, on the other hand, can't get enough of his new daughter, and he's obsessed with her looks. He doesn't want her to look like him at all. Jay-Z allegedly thinks that that would ruin his daughter. Jay-Z is very insecure about his looks, and even after hearing that he was ugly all of his life. And the source even stated that Beyonce calls Jay-Z ugly on a regular basis. Beyonce is a very heavy drinker, and she has even done cocaine, but not frequently. She smokes weed from time to time. Jay-Z's true love is a woman from Brooklyn. He still visits and takes care of her, but they do not have a sexual relationship. Kathy White had threatened to reveal her relationship with Jay-Z, and that's why he had her killed. Then, a little more than 48 hours after that announcement that Beyonce was pregnant with Jay-Z's baby, this young lady suddenly dies under suspicious circumstances. The source states that this is in fact legit tea, but some people are not going to believe it because who it's about. So her cause of death has changed numerous times. It was said that she died from blunt force trauma to the head. Then it was changed. Remember, the truth is always stranger than fiction. Fun fact behind the scene. Kathy's family requested a separate autopsy because they didn't believe that brain aneurysm was the cause of her death. And I believe they never got it. So remember, the source stated that Kathy and Claudia were spotted at that Las Vegas nightclub sitting at the table with Jay-Z and Puffy. Well, Beyonce was nowhere to be seen, allegedly. And the source said that they were told that the entourage was there to see the boxing match, and that was in fact a Floyd Mayweather boxing match. So it's kind of crazy to ignore these rumors about the sudden death of this young lady. She was just 28 years old, and they were stating that she died from a burst aneurysm in her brain. And that, she was acting paranoid just days before she died. She scrubbed her Facebook, she scrubbed all of her social media accounts, and she distanced herself off from her friends and her relatives. And they said she was acting pretty weird. And so they're stating that she was indeedly his mistress, and that Jay-Z allegedly gave her the same ring as the one he gave to his wife Beyonce. So everybody has their opinion. So the sources are saying that is ridiculous. They say that Jay-Z would never have been that dumb. He would have given her a different diamond ring than the one he gave Beyonce. But the fact of the matter is, did he in fact give her a ring? And did he in fact have her killed because she was gonna come out and expose everything. And y'all know Jay-Z has a lot of allegations on his head of cheating on Beyonce with several women. And let's not forget, guys, what happened in that elevator with Solange and Jay-Z. Cause a little birdie on the curb then whispered in my ear and told me that it really had nothing to do with Beyonce or him cheating on Beyonce. See, it was stated on several occasions that Jay-Z was coming on to Solange and she had to get his ass straight. Baby, and allegedly Mama Knowles know about the whole situation and Ben knew about the situation and never said anything to Beyonce about it. But Solange tried to tear Jay-Z's ass off in that elevator. Tea spilled. See y'all in the next video.